and I was getting some beers at Quick Trip with my buddy Ryan, and we're standing in line, and this really handsome Mexican guy is in front of me wearing this, and I said, "Hey, I like your sweatshirt," and he said, "Thank you." I said, "Could I have it?" And he said, "You want my sweatshirt?" I said, "Well, not for free. I was going to trade you." I gave him my rose jacket. It's such a great jacket. I miss it so much. I immediately regretted that trade. But he took this off, and I took off my jacket, and we switched right there in Quick Trip.
I just have one question.
Yeah.
What were the Quick Trip employees doing at the time? Were they paying attention? Were they just like, F this, I'm not paying attention?
I would like to say that they were entertained, but they were not. There was a line forming behind us. I was
Peter Bedgood, ladies and gentlemen.
I was in one of those moods when you take a little mushroom and you start loving everyone.
And you just turn the random gas station into a swap meet.
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
All my best clothes.
Anywhere could be a swap meet if you try hard enough.
I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat. I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is, what it is. I'm unloading the meat. I'm loading the meat. I'm unloading the meat.
What's up, guys? New episode of Unloading Meat. I am your host, Jared Ralphie Allen, and today on the show we have returning guest, comedian and artist Peter Bedgood. But before we get to that, there's some things I need to address here on the channel. If you have listened to the last few episodes or viewed them on YouTube, first of all, thank you. But more importantly, you may have heard us mention and promote our upcoming live show, Unloading Meat Presents. Unfortunately, due to a lot of factors, both professionally and personally, that happened behind the scenes recently, I've had to make the unfortunate decision to cancel the event for now. There's a lot of stuff I just really don't want to get into right here on this video. It's not the time or the place for it. I didn't make this decision lightly. I didn't make it easily. But it was something that ultimately I felt was the best decision that I had to make at the time. That being said, I want to apologize first and foremost to all the talent that was booked on the show. You know, people like Peter that's here today to even, promote the upcoming live event. That's not going to happen now. I can't apologize enough, and hopefully you guys understand where I was coming from and what happened behind the scenes, and you'll let me make it up to you in a future event, because even though we're canceling this one event for now, we're not stopping, guys. We're going to keep looking for other producers and venues and just move on to bigger and better things. With that being said, I still think today's episode is fucking hilarious. I cannot wait for you guys to just hear some of the conversations me and Peter get up to. And if you like this kind of content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe and help us out here on the channel, not only with, the Unloading Meat podcast, but to help support, future live shows. Let's not waste any more time. Let's just go ahead and get into it.
What would it be like if I didn't have these on? It's kind of interesting, though, to have them on.
Yeah, because you can hear it like live, what it sounds like, just naturally you can hear your own voice, and how far, biggest thing is like how far away you are from the mic and stuff.
Yeah, that does happen, especially if you
I think you can hear things like,
I didn't do it.
or if we get sad and, we do a little somber story.
You see, it was the summer of 1992.
We just talked about Kurt Cobain.
1992. That was a summer to remember. I lived in Sheridan Hills Motel with my friend Jerry.
Oh.
We just took acid all day.
Bruh.
Did that kill the mood?
Bruh.
That was his final words.
No,
He was real melancholy.
he was crazy.
Gillis wasn't around, so we listened to Blur.
Yep. Guys,
Song number 1. 2 hasn't been out yet.
Boys who like girls, who like boys, who like girls, who like boys. Yeah, dude. One of my favorite songs ever. It goes on my top 10. It might be number 3. Is The Universal by Blur.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds like a James Bond song.
I mean, I listen to Blur, but I like a lot. More Gorillaz was what I've kind of been my thing.
Yeah,
But
dude.
I need
You
to
get
know.
into Blur and you'll fall, because I mean a lot of their stuff is cool, but it was very varied. They were never as cool as Oasis, because Oasis had like this sound where every song sounded alike.
Yeah.
So when you got an Oasis album, you got the entire. It's like Coldplay.
Yeah.
You buy a Coldplay album, but with Blur, they just. I mean, one song would sound like a James Bond tune, and the next song would sound like, it was their response to "Smells Like Teen Spirit," which was song number 2.
It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
And the next song would have like a tinny piano tune on it. I always like songs. I always like. I like musicians who keep you guessing, like where they're gonna go. Like,
Yeah.
Lay, lady, lay.
I
lay
mean,
across my big glass.
I'm also kind of curious and fascinated by, like, Damon has announced that he's going to be doing the what's it called? He's composing the soundtrack to a movie about the dangers of AI.
That's cool.
And I'm like, after listening to The Mountain and its takes on, certain things like that, and the backstory of, like, what The Mountain was about and stuff like that, I'm kind of fascinated about what that movie's going to be like and how it's going to sound, what that soundtrack's going to sound like.
There are artists like him, and I'd say Daft Punk is in there.
Yeah.
I'd say Childish Gambino,
Yes.
who they redefine the medium, whether it's Community or whether it's doing Tron and taking on not just songs, but taking on the soundscape
Yeah, the whole vibe and
of
everything.
a movie that takes place somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Picasso was one of those people who just kind of reinvented the medium because he was too big for one painting. He had to get into, sculpture and all the other different forms.
But also, like, I think you brought up Gambino.
Yeah.
I feel strong, like, I don't know, like, a lot of inspiration from him, because I also, like, as somebody who I would label not just as one kind of person, he's a creative. You kind of, a lot of people that are in this creative mindset, like, they don't just do one thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he is going to, be a writer on 30 Rock, get a fucking Emmy for that shit.
Yeah.
Actor on Community, stand-up, music, movies. Like, he has a little bit of everything. And even animation. Like, he was attached to do a fucking Deadpool cartoon for FX that never came to light of day.
Oh, bad guys to kill.
Just different shit like
the
that.
show Atlanta.
Yes, which is a fucking masterpiece.
I mean, really, if it wasn't for Atlanta, I don't think we'd have Reservation Dogs or The Lowdown.
No.
I think Atlanta created a new kind of show.
Yeah, agreed. To this day,
like a dramedy.
I was thinking about it today on the way here about Atlanta because I had to go get some money out to get the weed.
Yeah.
And so I stopped at my local supermarket and I was like, what's the cheap thing I can just get some money out of the register? And I picked up an Arizona fucking can. And it made me immediately think of that Atlanta episode where the fake ads in that one episode.
I've never seen it.
Oh, there's an episode. You know what I'm talking about. The price is on the can though.
No, I've never seen it.
God
I've
damn
never
you,
seen
Peter.
an episode.
God damn you.
I just know of the show.
Oh, okay. Fuck it, we're pulling it up. There's an episode of Atlanta where they do like a whole like inter-universe fake BET news kind of episode where like Paperboy, the rapper that's in the show, is a guest on this fake kind of like basically like a Bill Maher kind of show, but it's on BET. And they have him interviewed and they're doing these different skits and it's all in universe like it's actually a real show. And they even cut to fake commercial breaks. And they have Atlanta-made fake commercials that they interplay with the real commercials that are airing live on FX.
Huh.
And it was one of those things where, like, you're watching it live and you're like, how high am I? Is this commercial real? Like, what? You didn't know if it was part of the episode or not. And they had all these fake ads.
Is that...
And this is one of them for Arizona Tea Company.
$1.49.
But the price on the can, though.
The price is on the can, though.
The price is on the can, though.
That's the entire ad.
Is that true? Did they raise the price?
Yeah, some places they would have the tax and the price on top of it, and you'd be like, what? But it
That's hilarious.
oh fuck yeah, they had all these different ones. They had this fake like Cocoa Crunchos, and it's just like the cops are racist and they beat the shit out of the fucking cartoon fox for stealing.
Yo, you sitting on his bed?
He was trying to steal your cereal, right?
I mean, it's this cereal. He can have it.
Man, I'm just hungry, man. They don't let wolves and stars, man.
I gotta watch this. What's the name of the episode that they do that on?
I can't remember. It's like season 1. It's like the next to the last episode, but it even has this one like the fake BET news show has this fake like local news kind of segment, and it's about this black man who has transitioned into believing that he is a 35-year-old white man.
Yeah.
And he wears fucking the dad jeans and the fucking like New Balance and everything.
Yep.
And it's an entire skit that they have where a reporter's like, interviewing him, and his mom's like, he's not white.
Yep. I did see an episode where Childish Gambino played like a Michael Jackson.
Yes,
looking guy.
Terry.
That was creepy.
That's a creepy episode.
That's a great character. 'Cause
Yeah.
I watched the entire thing like a dog hearing a whistle.
It's like a short film. It's like, yeah.
I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I didn't know. It felt like, did I drink a lot of NyQuil?
Yep. And that's like, if you watch Atlanta all 3 seasons, there are random episodes like that come out of nowhere. And they're just these like bottle episodes like that are just fucking brilliant little short films kind of things. But you get out of it and you're like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Yeah.
Barry did that a couple times. Bill Hader's Barry, I think, did that a couple times where you watch a couple episodes and you're like, what the fuck? I don't know if you're ever familiar with that show.
Yeah.
Like the Ronnie Lilly episode where he's fighting that martial arts guy and his daughter. I don't know if you've ever watched it.
Oh, yeah.
That entire episode is just like one long fight scene.
Did you see who directed that one?
And then he did it, didn't he? Bill Hader?
Yeah.
Because he directed and wrote most of it, or did a lot of it. Especially the
Yeah.
last 2 seasons, he directed a lot of it. Like, that's what I love. I love watching projects or just like experiencing projects. Like Gorillas.
Bill Hader is another one of those medium.
That's what I'm talking about. Like where you can
genre bending.
But you watch something like Barry and you experience basically like one person's vision, or like you watch Barry and you're like, you can just feel the essence of Bill Hader and like his genius. You know what I mean? You can kind of just feel it all over the blueprint of that project. And I love experiencing things like that where like a creative can just like be completely free and just do their vision kind of thing.
I think Tim Robinson is like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I think that because Saturday Night Live, it's as great as it is, it's not big enough to hold some people.
Nope.
Look at Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler. They take what they learn at those places and then they go and they create these empires.
Yeah.
Dynasties. In the case of like Eddie
Netflix now $29.99 or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can watch the 7th, I don't know, Adam Sandler movie for Hoobie's Halloween or whatever.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by a company like Dollar General. Dollar General. Hey, do you live in a small, remote town in the middle of nowhere? I bet if you do, you live pretty close to a Dollar General. Hell, probably even 2 of them. Well, no, it's probably down to 1 now because 1 is now a dispensary. Either that or it went back up to 2 because 1 used to be a Family Dollar. Because preying on small towns that have no alternative for shopping is kind of Dollar General's bread and butter. And by that I mean they sell bread and butter, probably on aisle 3, usually for a ridiculously inflated price. Either that or like a weird quantity. Like, one time I saw 7 eggs for sale. Who the fuck else sells 7 eggs at a time? Dollar General finds a way. If you're tired of these fake ads, be sure to reach out to your favorite companies like Dollar General and tell them to sponsor us here on Unloading Meat. Now, let's get back to the show.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
Do you have a series you're watching?
What am I watching right now? I just started. I just finished rewatching this. Speaking of FX shows, Justified.
Justified.
Really, really good show. I watch it rewatch it every couple of years.
Is that with Timothy Olyphant?
Mm-hmm. That show, and it's also where like Walton Goggins got really, really big. Because he like one of those like Hollywood stories you love to hear, where like a guy's on the pilot as like the villain of the week. He gets killed, but he does such a good job in the pilot. They're like, well, now you're the main villain of the whole fucking show for 7 seasons. That's basically what happened to him. Is like he did such a good job that they just like, well, he got shot in the chest, but he's still alive. And he becomes basically the antithesis of Timothy Olyphant's character the entire 7 seasons or whatever. It's really good. It's a really, really good show.
Timothy Olyphant's name drives me crazy. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
We all know what your last name is. Stop calling it Olyphant or whatever. It's the elephant in the room is your name.
I was waiting for you to say that joke is the elephant in the room.
Yeah. There's a bunch of them.
I'm used to it because I'm the literal elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Size-wise. Like,
I was going to say we could, if we did the Apes, the cover band of Gorillas,
yeah,
we could paint you brown and you could be the drummer.
That's brown face.
I know, but he's a cartoon, so it's not.
That's true.
Plus, in my opinion, I think he looks Indian.
Well, he has the fez.
I think he looks like that
Russell?
skin tone reminds me of like Bengal, like the Bengalese people.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of rich red brown.
Well, wasn't Gorillas originally like kind of like, I mean, theoretically there's all these like, you know, stories of what's been out there and stuff like that, but like it was also like his way of Damon being like, I can do different genres, if I want to do rap, if I want to do hip hop, I don't have to have this restriction of being like, hey, you're a white pop star, you can't do this.
Yeah.
You can like make it in the cartoon band and have all these other different features, and like he can
blame them.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like it's like some would say that's like it's like a way around appropriation kind of say, but I would say no, it's him expressing his art in his own way, and like you know what I mean? There's all those arguments about that kind of shit.
I think the appropriation thing does not apply here.
I don't think it does it either to him.
If you watch Gorillaz live at the Apollo, that is an amazing concert, and there is every color of skin on that stage.
There were no screams. There was no time. The mountain called Monkey had spoken.
And Damon, he's behind a scrim for 90% of the show.
Demon Days at the Apollo, right? The live? Yes.
And it's absolutely never been no
That's the one that has, isn't that the one that has Tootie and Murdoch in the rafters?
Oh, hang on. I think the band might be coming on. Here we go. It's amateur night.
I think so.
Like kind of like the guys from the Muppets.
Yes,
that's the one. Yes.
And they do Kids with Guns, and they bring the choir out.
See, now we have Gorillaz heads talking. Like I'm happy now.
Yeah. I love Gorillaz.
Not a happy dictator, but good song with the Sparks.
Yeah.
Fucking Sparks on a Gorillaz album.
Yeah, you know
how long did that take to get? You know
who I thought that was at first? I thought that was MGMT.
Really?
I thought it was MGMT doing the sound that they kind of discovered with Brian Eno, that album.
I know MGMT. I don't know Brian Eno.
Oh my God!
I may not be familiar with him.
Brian Eno is the reason why Blur exists, and most like David Bowie.
Really,
Brian Eno is a producer. He works with a lot of. He did the soundtrack to the Apollo 17 documentary.
Oh, okay.
He produced Talking Heads. He produced. Man, if you get a chance, like he was in a band called Roxy Music, and then he broke off from them, and he started to do his own thing. He's produced David Bowie albums, and like famous David Bowie albums, and he's just like this really kind of like Russell. What's that guy that produced Slayer and Run DMC and the Beastie Boys? Russell
Simmons, not Russell Simmons. Russell. God damn it! I'm high now too, so I can't even think of it.
Not Russell Brand. It's not Russell Simmons. It's not Russell
from Gorillaz.
It's not. Oh man!
It's not Russet Potatoes.
We'll find it. We'll find it.
1 hour later.
It's not Kurt Russell.
Russell. Russell.
Russell.
2 hours later.
Famous Russell producer. Leon Russell?
Nope, it's not Leon Russell.
3 hours later.
Kenny.
Russell
Simmons. Russell.
Could it be Russell Simmons?
Russell Simmons is the most famous.
Is it a white guy with the long beard?
No, you're thinking of fucking. Damn it! You're thinking of Oh, what's his name?
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Some people have it hard and some people have it
Rick
easy.
Rubin.
Rick Rubin.
Not Russell, Rick Rubin. I was like, it was right on the tip of my tongue. And then you said the white dude with the beard. I was like, I know. He did the Johnny Cash album too. Like,
so Brian Eno is like a Rick Rubin who,
we went down that fucking tangent.
who doesn't talk as much. You know how Rick Rubin will just go on and he has podcasts and he has an opinion about everything and like some epiphany, which I love. I love him.
Yeah.
He's great. But Brian Eno is like very weird and he's just very quiet and he's just kind of a genius.
I think the last time you were here, we even talked about Rick Rubin, specifically the episode of the Little Dicky Show Dave, about how there's an entire episode where Dave is having a mental writer's block and he goes to Rick Rubin's compound and like does like a fucking like what do you call it, like a deprivation tank,
Yeah.
and drops acid and like goes through his whole life and shit, and at the very end he like runs into the studio naked and is like recording a song with Rick Rubin.
Hey, record right now, please. Go, enemy, go. Hey, that's a joke, that's a joke, hey, ha, they getting roast, hey, these motherfuckers, they done lost me. Everything I'm doing lofty, I'm kind of wearing on them like a softie.
And Rick's been watching this entire time. Like it's like this mythical episode about how great Rick Rubin is, and you never see in the entire episode until the last like 10 seconds you just see in the background of him.
That's Dave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really cool
that
episode.
show.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Good show. Sad that it's not. I like Little Dicky. I like the seasons that were really good. Really good show all the way to the end. And then he just dropped season 3, and then like there's no season 4, and now he's doing like some kind of quasi podcast /
What happened?
live show. I don't know. He just like pivoted. I don't know what happened, but like, and they don't talk about it because like even like Andrew Santino, who was like his manager on that show, like he was heavily invested. That was like his first.
Wait, Andrew Santino?
Yeah, like a comedian.
Bobby Lee?
Yeah,
He was on Dave?
Yeah, he plays Dave's manager all 3 seasons, like his best friend and manager.
I always wondered where that guy came from.
His first like basically acting gig was on Dave.
Okay.
And so like he had Little Dicky on his podcast on Bad Friends several times to promote it and stuff like that, and like they were pretty close. And then like season 3 ended, and there's Dave all of a sudden was like, "Yeah, I'm not doing season 4." And there was like never an official statement, but Andrew Santino said something along the lines on one episode was basically like, you know, sometimes a lot of people have, you know, plans, and you know you got a lot of people invested in stuff, and then somebody decides, no, I don't want to do that anymore, and it kind of just leaves everybody hanging. And he kind of made one of those little statements like that, and then they just dropped it and moved on.
Yeah, it's like he took us into a war in Iran and didn't ask for permission.
Thanks, Little Dicky. Well, another technical Little Dicky. This one's orange.
Oh man, little orange dick.
And loves a guy named Jeffrey.
Do you think that any of the do you think that any of the like kids that he forced his penis into, do you think any of them?
Bruh.
I'm sorry, that's horrible. I don't know how to ask this question. Like,
I just have one. My biggest. This is not the biggest.
I want to
thing.
know if their hands and their lips and stuff and their private parts, like when the detectives like asked them later about it, if they had like Cheetos dust, like
orange makeup.
Yeah, like on their parts.
Do you think he has orange makeup on his penis?
Right.
Do you have to, like?
I wonder.
Do you think he jerks it with Tanner?
I don't know who Tanner is, but yeah.
No, like Sun Tanner.
Oh, yeah, no, I
Tanner,
wouldn't do that.
that may have been.
I think that was on
allegedly.
Full House. Wasn't Tanner on Full House?
That was just the whole Tanner. They were all the Tanners.
Okay. So he had his way with the entire Full House. You know, Full House is in the Epstein files.
Facts. Of life. Another
you take
show.
the good, you take the bad.
I'm just saying, you know how they say, like, you know, like, if you ever think about like name origins,
Yes.
how like a lot of times it was like, you know, whatever your family's craft was or whatever your service was, it was like, if you were like the, you know, if you were your last name's Baker, you may have been coming from a town Baker or something like that. The name Tanner, they may have been involved in some tanning. Kind of adds some weird context now, you know, that they're in the Epstein files and Mary Kate and Ashley.
You know who's not in the Epstein files?
Who?
Jared.
From Subway? I know.
And
thank God.
He asked them to check it twice.
I guess you could say he missed the boat.
He said, "Can you please check the twice? Just check it again." They're like, "Jared, you're not on the list." And he's like, "Well, can you?" Because I was told I was. I was told that I had a +1. They're like, "Jared, you're not on the fucking list. We'll get you a subway ticket back to the mainland."
Well, you know, I always say, like, do you think when Jared was looking at all that kiddie porn, he called it eating fresh?
I don't know if anyone's watching this.
Now they are. It's just on a watch list.
That's one way to get an audience.
You think talking about Subway with a guy literally named Jared is not going to do something?
If you make threats against the government, you know you at least will have one viewer.
On Rumble. I'm not on Rumble. Not yet. Hopefully hey guys, I'll just say this. If you want to keep me off of Rumble, subscribe now on my YouTube.
What's Rumble?
The full like Republican fucking network podcast kind of thing.
Oh.
It's like the anti YouTube. It's like full
I thought it was like Bumble.
No, it rhymes, but no, it's basically
Did they do that to make it?
It's basically conservative, if you will, YouTube or whatever. So they can get around YouTube's like, you know, this is a conspiracy or this is a hoax kind of shit. The Alex Jones kind of shit. You know, they can just post whatever the fuck they want on Rumble and just, you know, there's no restriction kind of shit.
Remember when Alex Jones always sounded crazy?
Yeah, before Sandy Hook.
I mean, yeah, the Sandy Hook stuff, he had to pay.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the stuff that he used to say.
Yeah.
You know, he was in a movie called Slackers. It was filmed in Austin in 1996.
I know Slackers. I didn't know he was in that.
He's the guy that drives around in the white van.
That's Alex fucking Jones?
Alex Jones.
Nope.
Speaking of which, hey guys, get this testosterone cream right now. That's what he's turned into.
Man, he's got to raise funds, you know?
Yeah.
I wonder if he's made the money back that he had to pay out.
Who's going to pay it back first? That guy or, you know, the My Pillow guy with all his stuff he has to probably pay back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but you know who's not paying back?
Who?
Elon Musk.
Facts.
Because he said he was going to pay people $1 million if they registered and voted, and he did not.
In these select counties or states.
Yep.
Spoiler alert, dumbasses, you're not getting your money. You can DM him on X.
You know what? Send all of those just invoice Elon Musk and send it to Mars. Address it to Mars because that's where his mail is going.
I'm just saying you can like DM him on X, but make sure you first buy the fucking like verification.
Yeah.
That way you can get direct contact with fucking X. That's how you get into him. You got to give him some more money.
You can't even get. Oh my god! If you want to send him a message, you got to pay him to invoice him. That'll be $5.99.
It's electronic prostitution without the titties.
Where's the electronic titties?
We used to have that in the early 2000s. There was things called
boobs.
Do you remember like this
5800?
What were they called? They were called like Virtua Girls.
Ooh.
And you would basically download this program and you'd be like just doing your random stuff on your computer, and like every couple of minutes, looks like
I think that's my friend Abby.
You'd be like, Mom? No.
She's not supposed to be there.
But they would just be like, hey, stranger, looks like you could use a break. And then they would stop and do like a pole dance on your screen or something like that. And then they would walk off.
Aww.
And it was just like early 2000s, somebody figured out how to capitalize on a green screen.
You know what that's going to do? That's going to make it So, there's virtual reality. There's also augmented reality with those glasses.
Yep.
Imagine you're driving down the street and your glasses are those kind of glasses, and then all of a sudden some woman comes out and does a striptease while you're driving down the street.
It's like cyberpunk.
That's not good. I can't even read a book while I'm driving.
No. It's like you watch the old Fast and the Furious movies, and like they have like those guys showing off, and they have the flip screen DVDs like in their console. Yeah. Like one guy's playing PlayStation 2 while he's waiting for a race, and I'm like, bro, I don't think that's getting you pussy. Like,
dude, I don't know though.
Like,
my friend,
hey girl, look, in my car I can play Shadows of the Colossus. In my Acura.
My cousin, he had a truck, and he dismantled. You couldn't play the movie while you're driving.
Yeah.
But he dismantled that so he could.
Yeah.
And then he had a crash while watching the movie Crash.
The cops were not happy about that.
He had a wreck while watching Crash.
Unless the cops got to that one scene and then they were like, I realized some shit about my life.
You know that movie.
I do. That's what I'm saying about the cop.
I don't remember what the fucking movie's about.
It dealt with racist cops.
Oh, yeah. Matt Dillon. And was that Sodoni? What was her name?
I don't
Wasn't
remember.
she in Guardians of the Galaxy?
Oh, Zoe Saldana.
Zoe Saldana.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, she's great in that. Yeah, that was a weird year for film.
Zoe Saldana is the one person that you can paint her blue or green, and she's going to give you a really great performance.
Yeah.
Gamora,
oh, yeah, Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been blue and green.
Wow. I think I like her better in blue.
And now she just sells T-Mobile.
So she's pink.
Yeah.
You know T-Mobile has that pink trademarked?
I know. I used to work there, the magenta.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where, like, that was my big thing of, before COVID, I was a T-Mobile district manager.
Of course.
And
makes
like
perfect sense. That tracks.
I worked cell phones for like 15 years, dude. I had 7 stores between 3 states. And was like that bouncing between Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas weekly.
That's where I know you from.
If there was ever a T-Mobile dealer store between Bartlesville, Owasso, Tulsa, Ardmore, that was owned by a company called KCI, I was the district manager and the manager that had to work at all those fucking stores. Ardmore. It's hell. Ardmore sucks.
I'll tell you that the worst thing about T-Mobile, the worst thing is, and I cannot hate on this enough, is what they did to in these new commercials where they've got the dudes from Scrubs.
Oh yeah, about the wireless internet and shit.
I've never wanted to shoot anyone more.
We love home internet from T-Mobile. Now mesh boosts Wi-Fi all over your home.
Then
they're the reasons I won't watch the Scrubs reboot.
Like, I cannot stand
Zach
Braff and that, I don't know what that other dude looks.
Donald Faison, I think.
Donald Faison makes Wayne Brady look like Tupac.
You were trying to do the Chappelle Malcolm X line.
Yeah, like he is so.
I get that reference too, bitch. I'm old.
That dude is so. Oh man, they annoy me. And then the worst part,
Peter bringing 2004 references in this bitch.
That's a new one for me. But that's nothing compared to the worst T-Mobile commercial is when they bring in fucking Dragor from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
And they I just finished watching Game of Thrones, and then I turn on the TV and I'm watching him do a backflip off of a park bench.
I need home internet from T-Mobile to fulfill my life.
In a Zach Braff and Dave, whatever his name on
Donald Faison or whatever.
Donald Faison commercial. And I'm just like, you ruined Game of Thrones. You guys just ruined it.
I just remember him famously. The reason I know Donald Faison is because there's one episode of Scrubs where he does that famous dance.
You ready, Ron? I'm ready.
And that's the default dance in Fortnite. Like, all the way back in the beta years ago, Fortnite was like, we need a dance, like one emote. And they just copied that. He did not like that, and it was like, that's my fucking dance kind of shit. And they're like, you're profiting on it. And it's like,
Donald Faison.
It's like, dude, it's a free game, and it's the default free emote. It's just for everyone.
Every time I hear his name, I think, no, Phase Off. His name should be Donald Phase Off.
It is Donald Faison. I'm not like hurt. Like,
no, it is.
I'm pretty sure. Donald
man.
Yep, Donald Faison. That dude.
Man, don't show me that. I don't know why. There are certain people that I just don't like the look of them.
T-Mobile 5G.
Yeah. Like, I do not like the face on that on Zach Braff or him. And Zach Braff, I think, had a little work done.
Yeah.
It looks a little weird. They're going too far with
He probably didn't do it in the Garden State.
No. That was a pretty good movie.
Pretty good movie.
Good sound.
Shout out Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman, yeah. 2004. We're going back, aren't we?
We're just doing all this 2004.
I think it was like 2006. But yeah, that was a great soundtrack too. It introduced a lot of the world to the Shins.
That's true. Shins are another good band. We've been talking about a lot of like deep cut good bands and stuff, and good producers today.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Like,
I love music. I mean, I will sit and on my TikTok thing algorithm, they send me a lot of music reviews. I like that shit.
Yeah.
And so I watch a lot of music reviews, and I'll go listen to a band from the 60s, and I'll go listen to, Clip's new album, and or anything new too. I really enjoy what is going on in music. I'm glad that, I'm a big fan of like what was going on in Australia. A lot of Australia music, like King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard, those guys.
I don't know them. I know Wolf Mother.
Wolf Mothers, they're pretty good, but King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, they took
I like the names already.
During the COVID, they did they released an album every month.
Damn.
For 12 months. And yeah. And they put out everything from like death metal to disco, and they're huge. And then they took all their music off Spotify when Spotify started getting bullshit, which I wish I was that strong.
Yeah.
I still listen to Spotify, but I don't. I want to get off.
Yeah.
They're teaming up with AI, and AI's teaming up with ICE, and like, if you got one of those Ring things on your door, get it off.
Yeah. I don't.
They've been working with ICE.
That's fucking ugh.
Yeah, it's hard to keep up on all this stuff, but
I know.
It's depressing. I get really depressed, but that's what I do with a lot of my time.
Because you're just like, if you really go through the with a microscope, how much in your life is predatory?
Yeah.
The answer may alarm you.
Yeah. Well, and not just that, but some of it is like government sponsored. Like a lot of times where the money goes. Like I don't want $15 billion going to Israel every year. I would like to have free health care.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't think that's anti-Semitic.
No.
To say, can I have free health care and stop bombing Palestinians?
Yep.
Can you do that with my money instead? I'll give you $15 right now. If you go feed some kid in Gaza instead of building a casino.
But that's assuming we have the choice of where our money goes.
Yeah. The only choice you have, and this is what I practice, is just don't make any money.
You heard it here.
That's, poor is the new black. Poor is the new.
Unless you're on EBT or food stamps, and they start restricting about what you can buy with even food stamps now.
Yeah, that's.
Thanks, Oklahoma, where you can't even buy a kid's birthday. Oh no, you can buy the birthday cakes now, but you can't buy. You can buy like the levels of ways. Like I've seen the people's posts like, I can't get a Kit Kat, but I can get Kit Kat ice cream.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? It has double the calories. How is this about keeping sugar out of the kids' hands and shit like that? It's not.
Do you feel like a conspiracy theorist?
A bit. It's more just like, again, I think you hit the nail on the head a while ago when you said depression. It's like, at what point do I have to like detach and be like, if I keep going down this rabbit hole, I'm gonna get super depressed and I'm not gonna get my way out. So I gotta like keep a level about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I try to keep my side of the road clean. I try to, go with empathy as much as I can in life.
Yeah.
And try to treat people with respect until they force me not to do so.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I try to just control what I can control. That's my biggest thing. In my, as I've gotten older, I've tried to let go on stuff I can't control.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's just how I had to go through life to survive.
There's so much. It seems like every day they're introducing 10 new things that you can't control, but you are involved in.
Yes.
It's like, wait. I live where, did what?
Yeah. Thanks, Tulsa comedy.
Tulsa comedy. That's drama. It's tiny.
I don't care. I stay out of it all.
Yeah.
I make my own path now. I wish them all the best. Whatever.
Yeah.
I just stay out of it. I'll go to my shows, do my fucking spots, and leave. I don't.
I'll get depressed if I think too much about how it's set up for me to lose.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's funny. I mean, honestly, losing is funnier than winning.
Yeah.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by a company like Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. Hey, do you like fried chicken sandwiches? But do you also love keeping down the rights of gay people and the reproductive rights of women? Do I got a place for you? It's called Chick-fil-A. A place that, ironically, even though they're against gays, has a drink called a Sunjoy. I suck cock, and that's the gayest thing I've ever heard. Sunjoys. Available now at Chick-fil-A. Faggots love it. If you're tired of these fake ads, be sure to reach out to your favorite companies like Chick-fil-A and tell them to, sponsor this guy right here at Unloading Meat. Now, let's get back to the episode.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
I think that comes back to just, the growth of, like I said, confidence and stuff like that, and knowing where your ability lies and stuff like that.
Yeah, knowing what you can do and I think flexibility. For me, I love the difference in audiences. Like sometimes, you'll do really good at a show, and then you'll fall into the mistake of thinking that was a good show because the audience liked it and they laughed. And that I get it, but sometimes like you need to experience all different kinds of rooms.
Yeah.
Like the first time I did an all black room, it changed my life. I was scared to death. But the first laugh I got, it was so genuine and loud, and it was a crowded Memphis club, and like it was amazing. And then I've done like, rooms where it's a rowdy bar where they just want like dick jokes and they want like very base humor. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you can do it. And then sometimes you do a college crowd and they want cutting edge. They want topical stuff. They want stuff that's like weird. They'll take just about anything. So you try stuff out. And it takes like all those different kinds of rooms to give you the confidence that makes you think, well, this is just what I do.
Yeah, and like it's also like I will say every time I see you at a mic or anything, I have to give you your fucking absolute props because like you're great at reading the room and knowing what to just fucking do. As far as like, hey, this is this type of bar, this is that type of crowd. I'm gonna try to do this tonight. I see you at the bar, kind of like your head, the gears working on sometimes, like, and it plays out on the show or whatever you're doing.
Well, thanks. I for a while I was doing the same material all the time, and I was getting it down, and I was learning how to do the solid 10-minute set that's always the same. It's like I go up and go, hey, everyone, my name is Peter, and it's great to be here. And you just go into your jokes, and then in 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you're done. I had that. I did that. And then after I went through this terrible breakup and I had to get out of town, I decided to go to Chicago and just live for a couple weeks, and I just did open mics every night of the week, as many as I could. So I was doing sometimes 5 a night.
Yeah.
And I would average 3 a night, and that was like 5 days a week. And then like on like the weekends, I would go see a show. But I was I was like running around like a freshman, running around Chicago, like going from Subway, because I didn't have a car. I was just Subway to the L to the club to the street, grab a piece of pizza, run to the next thing, try out. And one of the things I found was that the method that I was using of like going up and doing the same material and trying to get my set down, it didn't make any sense in Chicago. In Chicago, they were trying this new thing where like the Chicago comics were kind of echoing what Austin comics were doing too, which is like, instead of the punchlines being as important, the most important thing is kind of like the discussion, the conversation. What are your topics? What's your opening line? Do you have people with the question that you ask? Like, is it just me, or are celebrities spending too much time in the plastic surgeon chair? Boom.
Yeah.
You got the audience. Everyone's got an opinion. And then if you've got some jokes about that, you just tuck them in, you hide them like a good magician. And you just have a conversation with the crowd.
It feels very much like what is making Josh Johnson go viral.
Yeah.
Which I love. I think Josh Johnson's fucking amazing.
Or like Rory Scovel.
Yes.
Or you know, Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
My man James McCann. You know, I went and spent some time with him. I've opened up for him now 5 times, and every time my jaw just drops watching him perform. He's so good, and he's always like a chemist, and the audience is his lab, and he's like trying things out, and he just goes up there with ideas about things he wants to talk about. And I was like, I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try that out. And it's so much more relaxed. Like, if you can learn how to be funny in front of a room full of people off the cuff without using your material, then you can just kind of skateboard. It's just like riding a skateboard. Like, you push off and then you just coast, and you don't put your foot down again until you feel the need to. You just coast until you're running out of speed, and then you put your foot down, you kick off again, and then you're back to it. And so it's like that. It's like the audience, they think they're so much funnier than you anyhow. And, you know, a lot of times they are, especially if they have some riff going where the last comedian got up and he said something, and someone over here sneezed, and someone over there had a birthday. And you just kind of read the room, and you kind of feel like, okay, this is a party. I'm a guest. And then there's other times where, you know, you get up and you're like, I'm a performer. You are an audience. But there's different, you know, I like to try it out.
Well, I think what you're really touching on is like, there's more than just the material. There's more than just the performance. There's a psychology to this of the interaction between us and the crowd, us and the fucking management, us and the fucking people in the room.
The world.
For
those few minutes that you're on stage, I think about this because coming from a preacher's son, because my dad was a preacher, I always think about, like, what do I actually have to say? Like, what do I have to say? Is there, because I love jokes and I always want to make people laugh, but I also don't want to waste my time on earth. I would like it if people were like, you know, he made me think. He wasn't very funny, but he made me think.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice if it was both, but like the great thing about a lot of comedians is like they get you to think about, I mean, I'm not a big fan of Bill Maher, but like, that's, you know, that's the whole reason he has a job, is because, you know, he
conflicting viewpoints are
right.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that when you're getting up on stage, if you have jokes, great. If you don't, and you've just got an interesting topic and you talk about it in a funny way, that's perfectly acceptable too.
Yeah. I mean,
Robin Williams didn't have jokes a lot of times.
No.
He had bits.
And lots of drugs.
Yeah. He had energy.
Yes.
A lot of times audiences will interpret volume and speed for hilarity.
I mean, to this day,
Casey Rocket in Point.
Very, very good. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, to this day, one of my all-time favorite closers for a special or anything. Like, it stands out as like a stand-up comedy special. Like, you close with this, and it's like it fucking crushes. Is the moment of Robin Williams' special. I believe it's live on Broadway, and he's doing the bit about going down on your woman. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That whole thing is because it also capitalizes on him being a sweaty dude with hairy arms. The whole visual, like everything about it that's been leading up to that, just comes together. And like, that audience is fucking about to pass out. They're
Yeah.
laughing so fucking hard about that. You hear women just fucking dying because it's like what 2001, and like they've probably never even like talked to their husband about going down on them, and he's out there like, you gotta please Missy, and it's like the John Wayne reference, the fucking like everything about it just goes down to like it's a classic bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've tried putting it on the podcast and on the show. Like I can show like 10 seconds of it and it gets flagged. It's such a famous bit now. Like they're like, no, you're not showing Robin Williams on your fucking Unloading Meat podcast, motherfucker.
That's the thing, is there's so many different kinds of instruments of comedy. You know, I love Monty Python. I love the Whitest Kids You Know.
Yes.
I love The State. I love Reno 911.
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
Whitest Kids
Dave
You Know.
Chappelle is not the same as the Whitest Kids You Know,
No.
and neither is Reno 911 from Monty Python. But like they each have like their different section in the comedy orchestra.
You're hitting so many, like, it's so funny that like, just like they won't get this on the timing of like when this episode goes out, but like in the context of me working on shit, I just put out an episode yesterday with like Copenhagen Bandit and Roscoe, and I putting in clips that had like Monty Python and Reno 911 and like that stuff. So it's like recently in my memory of like what I just put in the episode yesterday.
Yeah.
And you're hitting on every single one of those topics, and I'm like, God damn it! Were you like in my brain?
I love it. I love Peep Show. I love the Mighty Boosh.
Yep.
I really love, like, in Canada, you know, got a lot of great stuff from Canadian SCTV.
SCTV.
What's the one where they're all sitting in lawn chairs out in the...
Trailer Park Boys?
No, but that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I actually have lost my breath watching that show. It was the episode where Ricky is going on some tirade about Rakins.
I've still never watched that show.
It ran longer than Seinfeld did.
It's one of those things where like I kind of like missed the boat in the beginning and became it's like somebody when people talk about like One Piece or Dragon Ball Z, and it's like it's such a like mythical thing now that it's like it's almost daunting to like just go in from the beginning and watch it. And I don't know, I just feel like that sometimes on stuff.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, I missed the boat originally. I'm like, maybe I'll eventually get to it.
No, the early stuff. If you watched the Sebastian Bach episode of Trailer Park Boys, he's the lead singer of Skid Row. He was.
I know, yeah.
And he's got an episode that he's in, and it's very, very funny.
Like I know Bubbles because he pops up in wrestling from time to time.
Yeah, I mean Bubbles is hilarious. It's just a great show.
Yeah.
I love Bubbles, and I love Julian. I love it seems like a documentary half the time. Anyhow, I love it.
But I love, like, we also hit on that too. Like, it could be politics, it could be philosophies, it could be comedy. Having those opposing viewpoints, having those people coming from different angles of point of view, helps inspire generations to kind of make the next generation have like a smorgasbord. And like look at fucking Atlanta from Donald Glover.
Yeah.
What things did he get inspired by through his life that helped create that?
Yeah, and look at the timing of it.
Yes.
Like the timing of his humor is not the same timing. He has jokes in there that build over the course of long minutes.
Yes.
Like they're subtle jokes sometimes. They're not always like they're not Seinfeld all the time, and they're not like In Living Color or Saturday Night Live skits. It's more like they're this slow paced kind of life style humor where it's like a new spin on urbanness. It's like if you took Fridays and then like Seinfeld and mashed it together.
Yeah.
And I really think that Donald Glover is just, you know, when I watched This Is America, that video, I must have watched that 5 times before I was ready to walk away from watching it.
Yeah, and I also remember like, people forget this, but like the context of This Is America is kind of important in my opinion. Is when that released, that video, he had been on SNL the night before, meaning he had to like rehearse. Like, you know, SNL, you're going through those like, you know, fucking, what I call it, 24/7 days,
Yeah, the
writing, practicing, rehearsing, the week of hell, doing all that. He does a lot. He's the actor, or he's the host and the musical performance on SNL. And if I remember right, he did
do
one
Redbone?
song. He did one song, and then I think he did This Is America or one other song after that. And then the next morning, This Is America drops.
Yeah.
And it just goes viral.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was all planned. He had to do all that while he was doing the Week from Hell at SNL and everything. And I'm like, that's fucking impressive.
Yeah.
And it was all a secret. Like, it was just a drop. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's impressive.
He has that kind of energy. I feel like Tyler, the Creator, has that kind of energy too. Tyler was really, I forget his real name, but he was really good in Marty Supreme.
I still haven't watched it yet. I need to.
Oh, it's so good.
I need to watch it.
I love Timothy Chalamet, even though he doesn't love ballet. I
I knew
took
you were gonna hit
ballet
on that.
when I was a kid. I took ballet. I loved it, and so I get a little
That
butthurt.
fit. Somehow that just fits. I don't know why. The mystique of Peter Bedgood. It just kind of like the mythos of Peter Bedgood.
I got into it because my best friend, his sister took ballet. Her name was Jasmine, and I had a crush on Jasmine. And Marcus told me, "Oh man, Jasmine's class, her ballet class, is looking for volunteers, boys, because they don't have any boys to take their class, and they need the boys to, like, pick the girls up and move them around the room."
My biggest argument to the Timothy Chalamet ballet kind of thing.
What was the other thing? Ballet and what? Opera.
Opera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck him. I love.
I think
opera.
he also said he didn't say Broadway. He just said opera and ballet.
Yeah, opera and ballet.
My biggest counter to the Timothy Chalamet thing goes back to, we talked about like Donald Glover and what shaped his comedy, because how his youth and stuff like that. How old you are and what comedy you were influenced by shapes what you're gonna put out, kind of thing. Timothy Chalamet's like what, 7? So like, speaking of a joke, he's like he's like what, 21, 22? How old is Timothy Chalamet? He's young.
I think he's 23.
23. His only frame of reference for ballet is fucking Black Swan. You get what I mean? Like, he's that young.
When I was a kid, when I was his age, Mikhail Baryshnikov,
Maybe Nutcracker.
he had an acting career, and Russia had just opened its borders, so we were getting a lot more Russian culture in the 80s than we had been in the 70s. Like when I was growing.
Is that where we got the movie Anastasia?
Well, White Knights White Knights starring Mikhail Baryshnikov and what's his face? The best ballet dancing I've ever seen in my life was Mikhail Baryshnikov dancing to Frank Sinatra's
My Way.
one more for my baby and one more for the road. It's this pretty famous Frank Sinatra song. But he dances ballet to it. And it's just him on a stage with a hat rack and a coat and a hat, and he uses them like props, and it's so fucking good.
Every time you say his name, I just get my first. Yeah. Every time you say his name, my brain just goes to Yakov Smirnoff.
Another good Russian export.
I love Yakov Smirnoff.
I actually got his autograph from my
Really?
dad.
I've met him a couple of times. Like over the years, my family we would go to Branson on vacation. Like we've seen his show a couple times. And I just saw him there.
What a country!
He's so funny, and he's like
very funny.
Another kid. Like as a kid, I picked up on that. Like you go to fucking Branson, and you're not. I mean, as a kid, I thought Branson was amazing. I thought it was like, I'm seeing fucking celebrities and shit like that. And then you grow up and you're like, oh, they were celebrities and a lot of times stuff like that.
Branson celebrities.
Yeah, I grew up as a kid that my mom was a diehard Osmonds fan.
Yeah.
Like Donny Osmond was like a childhood crush for my mom. Wow. So when the Osmonds had their Branson kind of residency, we went there and saw all the Osmonds and everything. I even got saw their dad there. Like their dad was in a wheelchair and they wheeled him out for one little special thing, just say hi. But I'll never forget that because the Osmonds are such that the old school kind of old money kind of family kind of thing, where you can tell when the dad rules over them with a fucking iron leash. Kind of like the Jacksons or something like that. There's this scene I'll never forget. The Osmonds had a famous short-lived talk show in the 90s and 2000s. It was kind of like a Ricky Lake or something like that.
Donnie and Marie.
Donnie and Marie, yeah.
I watched it.
And they brought out the family for like a Thanksgiving or a Christmas episode, and they had all the family out there, and Dad's out there in like a wheelchair or something like that. And one scene on this show, Donnie calls Dad Dad instead of Father. And if I can find the clip, I'm going to put it in post. The look that their father gives Donnie is just like, you, like the disrespect for not being called father for that 1 second. And Donnie was like, and you could just see in real time him shut down, like, oh shit, I pissed off Dad.
Well, they're Mormons.
Yes. I mean, explain to it. Yeah.
Do you think they did it? Donnie
Did what?
and Marie.
Like, did what? I'm not alluding to what conspiracy you're talking about. Oh, fucked? Yeah. Puppy love? Yeah.
That was the big rumor back when I was a kid.
I thought you were alleging to like some kind of murder or something like that. I was like, I don't know. I know the David fucking rumor with the Tesla. I was like, I don't know the Donnie and Marie rumor.
No, they're in the Epstein files.
Oh, they are?
The Osmonds are.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they were at Zorro Ranch. That's where they headlined. They had a residency at Zorro Ranch.
God damn it. We're rounding back to Jeffrey Epstein on this episode already.
Yeah.
One question. Oh, bring up the name Jeffrey. This is going to sound fucked up. Do you think he ever used the name Jeffrey in reference to Toys R Us?
I don't know, but
you get what I'm saying? The Jeffrey the giraffe from Toys R Us was the mascot?
Yeah.
And Jeffrey with kids?
You think that he...
I'm just saying there's probably a Toys R Us franchise on the island.
Do you notice how they went bankrupt around the same time that he got busted?
Except for in Canada.
Are they still doing well?
Oh, they're doing well in Canada.
Really?
Yeah, like there's a thing. Like I follow a lot of pro wrestlers, and like that's a thing. Like they'll do like toy hunting vlogs and stuff like that, or travel vlogs, and you can go right across the border, and there's Toys R Us still, and like it's kind of funny because like I'm a toy collector, obviously, right? But I never like try to like cover it too much on the show. But like if you ever get in the weeds of toy collecting, a lot of it is divided into like retail exclusives or like this timed exclusives, like, you know, alternate variants. If I want the Fantastic Four, well, technically I had to go to Walgreens to collect the Fantastic Four because they're not available anywhere else. You know, there's exclusives and that kind of stuff. That's how they get you. You go over to Canada and all those American exclusives that are divided by like between like 30 retailers, they're just on one aisle at Toys R Us. So they can go over there to like get WWE figures or Marvel Legends and find everything that's an exclusive on one aisle at Toys R Us in Canada because it's not divided between all the markets.
Do you have any doubles?
Of what? I mean, I have a few that are like alternate attires and stuff like that, and I have a few that are like in the box behind here. Of a few things. Why?
I was just wondering.
Some like Power Rangers, some of those fell down, but like yeah, I have like some of the Power Rangers, like they changed the cast halfway through, so I have like alternate heads for the different Power Rangers, like the Yellow Ranger and the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger.
Do you think that the Power Rangers were treated fairly?
No. One of the most famous stories is the guy that played Zordon, the big head in the fucking globe. He got paid shit, and then they just reused his footage over and over again and like redubbed the lines and like or like would take stock footage from him from old seasons and like just repurpose it. And he never gets paid anything on those royalties or anything from it. And like he doesn't get a dime from any of that shit. And all the merch for Zordon and everything. Like I have a Zordon figure up there. And he goes to all these fucking Comic Cons and stuff and does autographs and stuff. And like that's how he makes his money because he doesn't get a dime from Power Rangers.
Wow.
He was just hired for that one little gig kind of thing.
How many episodes did he shoot?
I don't remember how many he shot, but I know he's basically been in every episode in the first 4 seasons. And that's like 30 episodes per season. That's like 100-something episodes that you're not getting paid for.
Did he have a mask on?
No, it was just his face kind of altered.
Weird. And he still didn't get any royalties?
He gets paid like nothing off of it.
Okay.
Where he's just that. Power Rangers.
Oh, I see him up there.
Yeah, up there.
Yeah.
Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad. One of his earliest gigs is Power Rangers. What? He played a villain like named Snide something or something like that. He was like a villain of the week. And you can hear, if you pull it up on YouTube, you can hear his voice. You're like, yep, that's fucking Bryan Cranston. And apparently he was friends with a producer or something. And that's actually why the Blue Ranger, his last name is Cranston. He's Billy Cranston. He's named after Bryan Cranston. and he's in season 1 as a character, as like a villain of the week.
What?
And then like 20 years later, when they did that reboot, like 2017 Power Rangers movie, he plays Zordon.
Yes, you are the Power Rangers.
And it's like a fucking roundabout kind of thing.
That's a deep cut. That's a Easter egg.
Yep.
I love Easter eggs.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here, from this dark, cold hotel room, and the emptiness that you fear. You were pulled from the wreckage of your silent reverie. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. Hi, I'm Jared Ralphie Allen. Will you be an angel for a helpless podcaster? Every day, innocent podcasters are looking for sponsors, and they're crying out for help. Please. Right now, there's a podcaster that needs you. For as little as a cup of coffee a day, you rescue this fat ass from poverty with paid ads running through his podcast and shows. Contact us at unloadingmeat@gmail.com. And with your sponsorship, you'll receive this welcome kit with a photo of the podcaster who has been given a second chance, thanks to you. You're in the arms of the angel. May you find some comfort here. Your sponsorship says, "Hey asshole, say the name of my company. Please contact right now."
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
Are you gonna get RC? The female girl transformer.
I'm going to shoot you. Then I'm going to turn into a Barbie car.
It looks like one.
Yeah, like the female transformers are so gimmicky that you have to actually like put other pieces together to get the rest of the car. Because like otherwise, it like
what?
Like I don't think that one will actually fully transform into the car. It might.
What?
Some of them you actually have to attach.
These people need to get their shit together. They're trying to say that females are incomplete.
They're what they call a parts former, where like you have to put other pieces on. It's okay. They all fall down. They all fall down, Peter.
Not on my watch. Come on, dear.
It's okay, buddy.
All right. You know what? The funny one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life was
what?
That and I hate the movie Transformers. I love Shia LaBeouf, but I hate the movie Transformers.
I don't like the Michael Bay Transformers movies at all.
Because it looks like two junkyards.
If you notice, I don't have Michael Bay Transformers up there. I have Beast Wars and I have the G1 and stuff. I don't have Michael Bay stuff. Like, it's not. I'm not a biggest fan of that. Like,
someone said the fight sequences look like two junkyards fucking.
Yes, that's so fucking accurate.
It is.
At the same time, even if I'm a fan of Shia LaBeouf, the performance that they made him do in those movies was literally just like every 30 minutes you just need to yell, "Optimus!"
Yeah.
Bumblebee! That's like 20% of his dialogue.
What's your favorite Shia LaBeouf movie?
What was that one? Not Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Sorry.
Nah, he was kind of misused.
Not Holes, even though I like it.
I loved Holes.
It
was a good book too. I read the book.
Was it the Peanut Butter?
Peanut Butter Falcon.
That's
great.
Good movie.
It's amazing.
It's a fucking great fucking movie.
It's amazing. That's a good movie when you talk about like a feel good movie. It just feels good. Him and this dude with Down syndrome just hanging out.
And that's where things like that, or even like the Shia LaBeouf musical, like the little fucking video, like the song where he's in the audience at the very end, like him being in on the joke of his mystique or whatever is like where I'm like, okay, I like you. You know what I mean? Like,
Honey Boy. Did you see that?
Yes.
It was great. He directed it.
Mm-hmm.
I really like, but as far as like the big name was, one of the ones that got him kind of famous, I really liked Eagle Eye.
Yes,
It was like a remake of Rearview Mirror.
Oh wait, you're thinking
I
of
mean, Rear Window.
Rear Window, yeah.
Yeah, it was a remake of Rear Window.
Was that Eagle Eye? Yeah, it was Eagle Eye. Yeah.
Isn't that it? Where he's like on.
No, you're thinking of Disturbia.
Disturbia.
Eagle Eye is like the one with the fucking AI or whatever. I thought, or the source. I'm fucking getting all confused. I confused that with source code.
Yeah, it was.
Eagle Eye was like
Disturbia.
the AI camera, wasn't it? Or like the.
Yeah, Disturbia.
Yeah, Eagle Eye.
You know, I was in Even Stevens.
You were?
I was.
Wow.
I played a high school student, and I was like 26 at the time.
So you're like Shane Top.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Oh, from Smosh. Shane Top was like a character. He was like on Drake and Josh and like those Disney Channel stuff, and then now like he's basically just famous for doing the Smosh skits and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And everybody makes fun of him for like, well, you originally on the Disney Channel original movie this, and he's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was an extra. You want to hear some of the other movies and shows I was an extra in? West Wing. You can see me on West Wing.
You were on fucking West Wing? Holy shit.
I was on the first post 9/11 episode of West Wing. We usually
Okay, why were you that specific?
I'll tell you why. Because like there's a story behind it. Like after 9/11, like security got locked down. Like you used to just be able to I'd park across the street and walk onto the lot.
Wait, you're telling me they locked down the fake West Wing after 9/11? Just like the real West Wing?
Yeah.
So all of them were method actors?
Yeah. It was a scary time, man. It was a really scary time. A lot of weird shit happened. West Wing was locked down just like the West Wing. Aaron Sorkin was pulled into Bush's office.
Unlike the East Wing, which is now destroyed.
Yeah, it's a ballroom.
Allegedly.
Where he can keep his balls.
Allegedly. It'll be done in like 2030. After him, allegedly.
Yeah, we'll see. We don't have money for a lot of things, but we have money for the right stuff.
Yeah. We could listen for 30 seconds while he talks about the drapes.
Yeah. You like this?
These drapes?
What's the plan with the war? I just had these put in. It's all gold. It's all gold. Good luck finding this in Iran.
Like, who knew the genius of Mike Myers for like predicting like with Goldmember?
Or Idiocracy.
Idiocracy too.
That looks like a documentary.
It does. I showed my 15-year-old that like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, look. It's just like, oh shit.
Predicted.
Yeah. First thing they were like, Crocs? I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing them right now.
Carl's Jr. is now the owner of your children.
And butt fuckers instead of
yeah, Fuddruckers.
I love that because it's like it makes such logical sense at the beginning of the movie when they have that fucking like that short little thing where they talk about how the smartest people are not fucking.
Yep.
They're gonna wait for the right moment and shit like that, and then all the dumb people are just fucking nonstop. It's so genius, and it's like, yep. Terry Crews does a great performance in that as the fucking president. I will say,
one of the Wilson brothers, who is not Owen or Luke, is in it.
I thought it was Luke Wilson.
Well, Luke is in it, but oh yeah, you're right. You're right. But his other brother. They have another brother.
Oh, well, they do?
Yeah. Did you ever see Bottle Rocket?
I did, but I don't remember.
Remember the guy who played Future Man?
It's been so long since I watched Bottle Rocket.
Yeah. That's.
I have to rewatch it. I know. I've watched it. I have no recollection of Bottle Rocket.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like it's another one of those movies like what was the?
I have so many old.
The
memories.
fucking movie with Danny McBride, The Foot Fist Way.
Oh yeah.
I've watched that movie. I have no recollection of it, but I've watched it. You know what I mean? It's just one of those movies where I just like I've watched so many things that it probably as soon as I watch it, it'll jar the memory. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen this.
I like it when a movie comes out of nowhere and creates a zeitgeist. Like the zeitgeist just swallows it up like Napoleon Dynamite or Foot Fist Way.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you've got someone who has like a 10-year career off of that one movie.
Like Napoleon Dynamite, like
Yeah.
Jared Hess. Yeah.
Yep.
Another good Jared. The good Jareds.
Yeah, there are some.
There are some. I mean,
They
I always
said it
say
couldn't be done.
That's why I have 3 first names, because if I want to go eat Subway, I gotta fucking use one of the other ones.
Oh.
Like I fucking did that the other day, dude. I that's a joke, a bit that I have, but I didn't listen to my own fucking bit, and I ordered Subway and didn't change my name, and it says pick up for Jared at Subway, and I'm like, God damn it! Just ask in the pickup area for an order for Jared.
There are so many though. It's a very popular name.
Yeah, in my high school alone, like my graduating class, we had 4.
Yeah.
2 of them had the same middle name as me. That's fucking weird.
What?
Yeah. Same first name, same middle name.
Ralphie? You know, I just finished my class. I taught a class of 7 people for, we started back in late October. It was about a 3-month-long class.
Taryn was in it, wasn't it? Or was it?
No,
Oh, no, that was
no, it was AJ.
AJ, yeah.
Ryan Daly, Ashley Daly, Julie Moeller, Stillman Brown, Caleb Phibbs. I think that's it.
AJ's doing really good.
Yeah, he is. And they all
I don't think I've met a lot of the other. I'm just not trying to like disparage or anything. I just
no, right.
AJ's one I'm personally interacting with.
AJ's been around. Ryan's been doing a lot more. He's actually had like 3 shows.
Nice.
But yeah, it's just kind of well, you know what the reason why I brought it up is because like I wanted to have all my students have a graduation show.
Yeah.
So I rented this place and we put on a show and we packed it out. And you know, I didn't pay them much, but I was able to pay them all.
Yeah.
So now they're paid comics.
But you recognize the effort. Like, it's worth something. Like if
well, they put butts in the seats.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't they?
Thank you. Fucking thank you. Like, again, that seems like such a low bar, but it's one that is not met or, you know, exceeded a lot often and like are seen a lot. And like, I always say, what's the difference between a free show with like 10 comics on it where nobody's getting paid and an open mic?
Yeah.
What's the fucking difference?
Yeah.
Besides, I guess, one person making some money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The one person.
Yeah. Yeah,
I've done Circle Cinema shows.
Yeah, I've done more shows.
That's a direct.
pay.
I didn't get paid for that. Somebody did, but I didn't. You know, at least show some effort, because that's what I think. I think effort's important in whatever we're doing, and I
Yeah.
think we can recognize that in the scene of like people are putting in the effort, doing the work, and genuinely try not to be an asshole.
Yeah.
That's who I want to work with.
You know, there's this glass ceiling where it's like I wanted to break it. I was like, why? There was someone else teaching a class, a comedy class, and I heard them talking about, you know, there's no paying gigs and there's no, you know, learning how to do stand-up comedy in Tulsa is like being the best looking whore at a prostitute convention or something like that. You know, they were making some offhanded remark about it, and I said, aren't you teaching? And they said, yeah. I said, why are you teaching people to do something that you talk so much shit about? Because I wouldn't do it if I didn't think that there was any joy to get from it or even money. I would think that I'm doing something wrong.
I don't want to be the jaded comic at the back of an open mic that's
Yeah.
talking shit under the breath. I don't want to be that guy. And there's lots of those in this scene, specifically Tulsa, where it's like I know specifically, and a lot of them eventually do shows or do classes or something like that. And they're the first people where I'll be in the back watching other comics, and I just hear them being like, "That wasn't fucking funny. That was bullshit. No, they're not fucking good." And I just hear them the whole night saying that in the back of the club, and I'm like, "Why? You obviously don't want to fucking be here. Why the fuck are you still in the scene?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, get therapy, find some happiness, bro.
Yeah, I was not friends with this person after our conversation because I struck a nerve and they were pretty upset with me, but I don't regret bringing that up.
As entertainers and people on the mic and people like that are trying to do something, aren't we trying to bring at least some type of joy?
So, I mean,
you know what I mean? Like, at least for that
really?
brief moment.
I mean, aren't we?
At least I thought that was the goal.
I mean, I thought the point was to make people laugh, you know, and,
Yeah.
and like make them feel good and like At least, get a reaction out of people. But if you just walk around thinking this thing that I'm pouring my life into isn't worth anything, well, get the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
it may not be worth it to you, but it's worth it to somebody else.
Yeah. It's like, don't stand in the hallway. Don't block up the door.
I mean, I feel honestly, we can
get out of the way.
This will be a callback, or you'll get it whenever I say it. I have this new joke where I say, like, I think this scene in Tulsa, like, Tulsa's one of those towns where it's like, I feel like it's turning into like a fucking Seattle or something like that. And by that I mean there's a lot of motherfuckers here that I wish shot their heads off with a shotgun.
I see what you're saying. I see what you did there. Well, it is definitely a.
That was a Kurt Cobain callback,
Yeah. It was definitely. I mean, it's a scene here that's happening. We've got. I remember what Austin was like in '97. I went down there in '97 for South by Southwest. It was like I think it was like it was pretty new when it started.
It wasn't so weird.
Well, it was more weird because what's weird about it now is that it's been corporatized.
Yeah, it's like corporate weirdness.
And over gentrified. And back then, like, Slackers had just been made. When I was down there, it was for the premiere of Newton Boys. And it was like Matthew McConaughey hadn't even figured out what to do with his life yet because he had just lucked out in Slackers. And then Hollywood was like, well, what do we do with this guy? Linklater made this movie called The Newton Boys, and it had Ethan Hawke, Matthew McConaughey, Dwight Yoakam was the best part of it.
Damn,
He's a great actor. He was really good in Sling Blade.
I remember him in Sling Blade, yeah.
He's scary.
My dad was a country music fan, so like we had Dwight Yoakam albums and stuff like that.
Well, it was a very forgettable movie, and I just remember thinking that was not a very good movie. But when we went down there, I remember thinking Austin was very cool. But then when I went back through in 2015, 16, I took a train from Oklahoma City to LA, and it went through Austin or went past Austin, and I was drinking in the bar car, and I looked out and I saw all these city lights, and I said to the bartender, "What city are we going through? Is this El Paso? Is this Dallas?" And he said, "No, it's Austin." And I was like shocked. When I was there, the difference between Austin in '97 and Austin in 2015 or 16, is night and day. It was like one looked like Tulsa, the other one looked like New York City.
Yeah.
Like Austin blew up, and I think Tulsa is getting there, but it's never going to be the same because like what Austin had to offer the tech companies was what really made it pop.
Yeah.
Because then all that tech money was down there, and that's what attracted all those LA comics.
Which is hilarious when you consider how their electrical grids and stuff are all made up. After that like one ice storm, and you realize that all the fucking like how bad it was like designed.
Yeah.
In some of those cities and stuff like that, like Houston and stuff like that.
It got overloaded very easily.
Yeah, there's so many fucking people there and tech companies going and stuff like that, and it's like, I don't know if they had the infrastructure there built for that kind of shit.
Not for snow.
Thanks, Ted Cruz.
It was 70 degrees there, in the coldest day here. It was 70 degrees down there. I love Austin, but it's like Chicago. It's like Chicago is the only reason Illinois is even there. Like everything else in Illinois, no offense, Illinois people, but the rest of that place is just.
You're gonna offend the McAllisters from fucking Home Alone or whatever.
Yeah, they lived in Evanston, which is a suburb of Chicago. It's weird going there because there's so much to do, so much to see. It's not New York City. It's like the only metropolis I can think of where you'll see you'll see like day traders and like taxis and buses and subways, and then all of a sudden there'll be a Ford F-150, and you're like, that you don't see in New York City.
Yeah.
You do not see pickup trucks.
I don't see. I mean, I've watched all 4 seasons of The Bear. I haven't seen a pickup yet.
Yeah, it was weird. I saw 2 of them while I was standing on the corner. I was like, oh, that's weird. I can't remember the last time I was in a city like this big.
Yeah.
I mean, skyscrapers all over the place. And then, 2 Ford F-150s. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot the rest of the state is all wheat fields.
Yeah. It's like you step out of Detroit and you're like, oh, this is not like RoboCop.
Yeah. Or the Detroiters. You ever watch that?
No, I haven't.
Tim Robinson, the guy who does I Think You Should Leave Now.
I know that. I haven't watched the Detroiters, no.
It's really good. Sam is in it.
Dude, you're adding so many things to my list that I'll have to watch after this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and edit this and be like, yep, take notes of this.
Well,
we started with music. We went through movies. We've talked a lot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep up, trying to be relevant. I'm getting old. I'm so old.
I mean, we started the day like me and you bonding over the new Gorillaz album, which I
Yeah.
literally have right over here. Like, I mean, I love this fucking album. The Mountain is available now. It's beautiful. I
want to
absolutely
see the
adore this.
cartoon that goes with it.
Have you not watched it yet?
No.
You want to watch it?
Sure. How long is it?
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Put on your headphones.
Cool. I love the animation. It's like Jungle Book.
Uh-huh.
And it's a little bit like, you might not get this reference, but it's a little Dragon's Lair.
I know. Yeah. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I love this.
Wow. I like the glitches and stuff.
It took them a year to make this.
Really?
The young noodle. You've never seen this? Amazing. Just beautiful. And I love that it just feels like a natural evolution of Gorillaz. You know what I mean? It fits.
So good.
And then the snake sees his dick. He has a green snake in his pants. mean, they're not subtle about the Jungle Book references. It's just a vibe.
Yes, please.
This entire animation sequence right here was one dude. One dude did all this by himself.
The whole thing?
This whole animation sequence right here in this cave.
All right.
Yo, I go like a butterfly, give me any. I'ma let it slide, bet you I'm like I'm in the sky. Look at how I wanna let the ideas just up high like a new hot. Good to be the goat.
Crocs.
Is it treated like it's gossiping? Yeah, watch this, yo. I go like no other guy, give me any. I'ma let it ride, bet you I'm like I've been a vibe. I'ma just, yeah, check it. Yo, I can tell a sky pick for profit. When I float top, pick the topic.
MF Doom masks on there.
Where? I'm sorry.
The little guys that are moving around have MF Doom masks on.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. I'm sorry he was gone.
Yeah.
I love him. Wow.
Yeah, see him?
From the posh tip to the mosh pit to the ghost watch and the folks clock and the most popular optics. Spread it all around from the small town to the empire, spin a fall down. From the energy to bring the wall down, or the mothership gon' call down like Orson. The heat gon' be scorching. The beat gon' need voice.
I love Black Thought on this album. He's so good.
But downtown like different than the sounds y'all like. Let me break it down for him like, hold up.
I gave you white sounds, you weaponized. I gave you garlands, you closed your eyes. In paradise.
Transitions are beautiful. This is all real too. They made a real Earth and shot it for real. And even this mountain is actually real glass that they're putting smoke through. It's all shot in camera. Like every single piece of this was like hand done. What'd you think?
Yeah.
Just beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Just so fucking epic. It's
those
a
people.
masterpiece. I wish that they would make it public, but like for like 1 hour or so, they've made a little like 4-minute video. And it's like the making of or whatever of that video. And it's only on YouTube Premium right now. They restricted it to YouTube Premium. But they show the behind the scenes a little bit. And like, yeah, there's like one animator that's like, I know how my brain works. I know how I animate. The whole moon cave section, he's just like, let me have it. Let me do it. And I'll just do it. And he does it by himself, and all that he hand animated by himself and then turned it back in. And it's like that whole part with Black Thought and all that, it was just one dude. That's fucking impressive. Like, that was just like cool.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the whole spinning globe was an actual model of the planet that they spun and shot for real.
Wonder who came up with the first design for the gorilla.
Jamie, right?
Who's Jamie?
Jamie Hewlett, the cartoon artist behind Gorillas.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, so Jamie Hewitt, or Hewlett, I believe it's pronounced. Him and Damon are officially recognized as the 2 members of Gorillas. Damon handles the music, he handles the visuals. He's the guy that he famously made Tank Girl.
Yep.
The comic Tank Girl.
Yeah.
And then from Tank Girl was Gorillas.
Wow.
So yeah, he's like, even on like, they just did SNL last weekend, and he's on the fucking like.
I wondered
pictures.
about that.
Yeah, that's Jamie.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
This episode of Unloading Meat is not brought to you by a company like Little Debbie. Little Debbie. Hey, you sweaty fat fucks. And yes, I mean you. Who the fuck writes this? Do you want a delicious treat that's available practically everywhere? And by practically everywhere, I mean every state that is not currently restricting EBT and food stamp availability and what you can buy with it. Then do I got a product for you? For the makers of Little Debbie, they bring you Nutty Buddies. Nutty Buddies, a delicious treat that just so happens to also sound like the messiest night on Grindr you could ever have. Nutty Buddies. Although, I guess if the guy doesn't do a lot of prep beforehand, it's gonna be more like a Star Crunch. Oh, fuck, that was gross. Oh, fuck, delete that. If you're tired of these fake ads, consider contacting your favorite brands and companies and tell them to sponsor us here at Unloading Meat. Now, let's get back to the episode.
I'm unloading the meat. Unloading the meat. Unloading the meat.
And we're back with Peter Bedgood, dude.
What's up?
Peter, dude? Thank you for being here, man. This has been awesome.
Thanks for having me.
I genuinely love hanging out with you. I love picking your brain. I've always been fascinated just like watching you work and just like seeing you on stage, and even just like, you know, becoming a friend of yours and just kind of seeing the man behind everything.
Yeah.
You're a fascinating individual, man. And I also think you're incredibly talented. Which is why I really wanted you on one of my shows. Like I
haven't been on here in a long time.
And Peter, thank you for doing this.
Yeah,
thank you
my
for coming
pleasure.
back. You're a welcome guest anytime. You're a friend of the show, friend of the channel, friend of me personally.
Thanks, man.
I respect you immensely. You're somebody I consider a true peer and somebody I genuinely am inspired by.
Oh,
like,
right.
I mean this. This is not fucking glazing you. I go to an open mic, I see fucking Peter Bedgood, I know I'm going to get a fucking performance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just something that there's there.
Yeah,
so
thanks, man.
I appreciate you.
I try. Try.
You gave so much effort in that. I try.
Nah, it's great to be here, and anyone who's watching at home, you should definitely come here and check out Jared Ralphie Allen's studio.
Yeah, just come personally by. I'll give you my address. We can dox me.
Yeah. He'll leave the key in the mailbox.
But that being said, Peter Bedgood.
Yeah.
Where can everybody find and follow you if they want to see more of you?
Every Friday night, I call bingo at the Village Inn.
There we go.
At 26th and Harvard.
I mean, I was talking Instagram. I was talking like social media, but Village Inn works really well too.
Village Inn, man, it's the best.
I can officially say I've never had somebody start their plugs with a Village Inn on this show. That is fucking breaking ground. That is amazing. I fucking love you,
I'm glad
Peter.
I could help. Village Inn. You can find me on Instagram at P Bedgood, or you can find me on Facebook at Peter Bedgood, or TikTok. I'm Peter Bedgood, or Village Inn. I'm person. I'll be calling bingo Friday night. And then, I don't know. I just see what happens.
You're also a great animator. Human beings.
Thank you. I have.
I gotta shout that out. Like it's impressive as fuck. And
I have a book coming out.
Let's talk about. Let's plug it real quick.
It's called Wimbledog.
Wimbledog. Okay.
And it was written by James McCann, who opens for. He's from Australia, and he got his start on Kill Tony. He started opening for Shane Gillis, and then Shane invited him on the road, and then he ended up like living at Shane's place in New York for a couple weeks. And then when Shane became a panelist on Kill Tony, James came with him, and that's when I met him. He was doing Tulsa, and I opened up for him at a show at a place that's not even there anymore. And after the show, he said, "You're really funny, man. You ever think about coming down to Austin?" I said, "Yeah, I would love to go. When are we leaving?" And he said, "I don't know about you, mate, but I'm leaving at 6 a.m. I said, "Well, if you're serious, I'll go pack."
Holy shit.
He's like, "That'd be great. You could drive and I could sleep because I'm tired." And I said, "All right." And so in the morning, I jumped in his van and drove him down to Austin, stayed with him and his family for a week, and did a bunch of shows with him in Austin and Houston. And anyhow, he said he found out that I illustrated Hoodwinked, and he asked me about that. And he was like, I wrote a script. Would you like to take a whack at it and maybe see if you could illustrate it? I said, sure. And so I illustrated his. It was like 180-page script, and it's like 300 pages now, 380.
Nice.
And so we're breaking it into two graphic novels, Wimbledog
nice.
Part 1 and Wimbledog Part 2.
Nice.
And they're based on Shane Gillis. So Shane Gillis is it's about a dog that plays tennis. Wimbledog.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, Wimbledon. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got an owner who's like this little girl, and then he's got this old washed up alcoholic tennis pro who smokes cigarettes and is a bad influence, but he's a good guy, and he's like helping them achieve winning and teaching the dog to be a better tennis player. But the dog was naturally good, and so that character, the tennis player, washed up pro, is Shane Gillis.
Nice.
And he gave us his blessing to use his likeness, and so we're hoping that it'll help.
That's a fucking cool story, man. That's fucking awesome. When do you think that might be coming out soon, or later this year, or a couple years?
Yeah, we wanted it to come out earlier this year, but we had a surprise attack from James's wife. She got pregnant, and so things got prioritized differently immediately.
As things, happen, yeah.
Yeah, and he moved back to Australia, so we have to finish things, but it looks like it'll be in the next couple months, maybe by the fall.
Nice. Congrats, man.
Thanks.
Congrats.
And he gave me a catamaran.
He gave you a catamaran?
Yeah, he called me. He said, "Hey, Peter, I'm moving back to Australia, and I got this catamaran, and it's too large by 2 feet to give away into Texas, but it's not 2 feet too long."
Why did he buy a catamaran?
Because his podcast is called the James McCann Catamaran Plan.
Okay, that makes sense.
And his whole
now it's on brand. That's catamaran. Yeah.
Yeah, it is on brand. The Catamaran Plan of James McCann.
Yeah.
Say it again.
Bruh.
Bruh. So yeah, he called me, and I went down and picked it up and brought it back, and now it's sitting in my driveway. I've got to figure out either one, how to sail a catamaran, or two, how to sell a catamaran. But
Facebook Marketplace is gonna be your best friend, probably.
I was just thinking
all the Oklahomans trying to spell catamaran.
I would really like to learn how to sail it, but I think it takes a different kind of money than I have to be a boat person. Like you have to have a truck and time.
I'm just saying, like, people always like sometimes shit on Australians for being like, the convicts from England and stuff like that and all that stuff. And sometimes they get a bad name for what, Aussies and stuff like that.
Right.
And then they can just casually drop the word catamaran, and you're just like, okay, well maybe I just misjudged you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I love Australians. They're weird. I was in Amsterdam one time, sleeping in a train station, And about 3 o'clock in the morning, these three, like 20-year-olds walk in, and they're loud and they're drunk. And one guy says to me, "Hi, do you want to do some coke?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, he offered me coke on a Dave Matthews CD case in a train station in Amsterdam. And I was like, "No, I'm cool."
Okay, since it was a Dave Matthews CD, do you think he does that every day?
Oh, hell, all you need is... It sounds like he taught a donkey to sing. Oh, hell. Like if you took the donkey and Eddie Vedder and had them mate. Hey, ho, there's his head on a pillow made of concrete.
1 hour later.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, dude. Again, shout out your links. Tell everybody where they can find and follow Peter Bedgood.
Peter Bedgood on Facebook and TikTok. On Instagram, I'm just P Bedgood because some Russians took my Peter Bedgood. They took my account.
Fuck those Russians.
I shouldn't say Russians.
Oh.
Bitcoin.
Okay.
So it could have been. It probably was Russia.
Something Russian land. I'm just picturing like figuring out the lyrics to that one song. Rah rah Rasputin.
Oh my God, that is a deep cut.
Yeah. Russia's greatest love machine.
Wow. That's like from the 70s.
I know.
Damn.
You're gonna get deep cut references like Rasputin. Like you brought up Russia, and my favorite reference is like that Yakov Smirnoff and the fucking Anastasia cartoon. That's Russia to a kid from the 90s.
Navalny poisoned to death by Putin.
Why am I laughing at that? That's just a random Peter Bedgood fact.
That's strange that you laughed at that.
I didn't know.
I'm trying to think of what else I know about
who that
Russia.
was, and I said Anastasia, like the cartoon, and I thought you were naming like the bat in fucking Anastasia, and I was like, that was his name? I thought it was like Bartov or something like that. And then you're like, no, poisoned by Putin. I'm like, oh, I laughed at the wrong thing. Fuck me. On that note, this has been Unloading Meat. I've been Jared Ralphie Allen. That's Peter Bedgood. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.
What is that? Is that real?
Yeah.
Is that
this
a
is
sousaphone? Not
is
a single
melodica.
A melodica.
So
I knew a guy named David Melodica, and he played one of those.
Damon from Gorillaz, like the first album, he plays this a lot.
Yeah.
And so I bought one. And I've been learning some of the Gorillaz songs
nice.
like that. Yeah.
You gonna start a cover band? Come on, let's start a Gorillaz cover band.
Well, it would just be called Apes.
Dude, you know what? We could.
It was right there, Peter.
I don't even know what it means, what it is, what it is, what it is.
Bye, have a great time.